loves, welcome back to my channel, Catch Up with Pe. I'm Zaphe. And today's video, if you are a Hagwon teacher or thinking of coming to teach in South Korea via the Hagwon route, you might want to stick around and okay, so the government has officially increased the minimum wage, and that's great news for Hagwon teachers because now you can negotiate for a higher pay, solely because Hagwon teachers do earn according to the income status income status of the minimum wage salary in South Korea. So if you are currently a Hagwon teacher, you can bring this forward to your director, your boss, or whoever is in charge and tell them that, so the minimum wage did increase, are we going to negotiate an increase for my services, or are we going to keep the same salary? And if your school does, give you a hard time, well, you can contact Loft, which is a legal firm for expats in South Korea. And with that said, a lot of people have been looking at the increase in the minimum wage as a backhanded slap because it's been a decade, 10 full years, where the minimum wage has not increased, even though living expenses in South Korea had just kept climbing and going higher and higher and higher, which is also one of the root problems within the depopulation of South Koreans in South Korea, because they realize that living expenses is just getting higher, and getting children and living and raising a child in this economy is just not sustainable for them or the family that they probably would want. So, reason why a lot of Koreans find this increase in the minimum wage another backhanded slap is because it took 10 years for them not only not to meet the minimum request that the workforce union had been protesting for, which was 10,000 won. For the last 10 years, they've been protesting just for 10,000 won. And to put you in perspective, 10,000 won is roughly 8 point something USDs, if not just on the head 9,000 USDs. Not 9,000, 9 USDs, $9. Like, so I don't know a lot about the salary or income value system in South Korea, but I did bump into this TikToker. I'll tag his video somewhere here, where he does briefly sum down what this means for people who work for independent contracts and government contracts and all of that, etc, etc, etc. So let me pause myself and you can listen to the video.
So the Minimum Wage Commission of the Republic of Korea has issued their 2024 statement. It's not looking good, y'all. Minimum wage on January 1st, 2024 will be raised by 2.5%. The hourly minimum wage in the Republic of Korea starting 2024 will be 9,861 per hour, or about 2,067,400 won a month. This is an increase of 240 won an hour, or about 17 cents USD. The largest labor union, the Confederation of Trade Unions of Korea, with 1.5 million members, is calling this minimum wage raise an outrage, because there was consensus on raising the minimum wage to 10,000 won an hour. Labor union also says that this minimum wage increase doesn't even cover the cost of inflation. The average minimum wage worker will only see about 600,000 won more a year, which is about $475 more a year. It took 110 days of deliberation and they still gave the lowest increase in history. It has been 10 years since the government promised a 10,000 won an hour minimum wage. Still haven't delivered.
And with that said, I hope everyone who's thinking of coming into South Korea as a Hagwon English teacher, or those who are still within South Korea teaching in Hagwons, that you'll take this as a note. Maybe if you want to use this information, not the video, please don't use my video. If you want to use this information in order to get a salary increase or legally negotiate for a higher pay, you can refer to all the articles that Bashi did refer to in this video. And without further ado, this was a very quick video, very short video, but I hope it does help you and it's impactful and you understand. So what does this mean for program English teachers. When I say programming English teachers, I mean JLP, I mean Epic Plus, I mean Epic, I mean JIE, I mean all these programs that are happening. I mean all these programs all around South Korea, English programs that are government funded. I am not entirely too sure what that means in terms of their pay, but since those teachers in those programs, they do benefit from holidays that are catered specifically for labor unions and workers in South Korea, government official workers in South Korea, I have no reason to doubt that they would also get an increase in their salary. So maybe by the next year we will see a lot of people within English programs getting a higher pay in their salary. I feel like this is another desperate attempt at grasping at straws by the government, trying to keep people within the English program staying within the country. Because when I tell you that people are leaving in their numbers to other countries, I mean people are leaving in their numbers to other countries. If you haven't seen my other video where I talk about people leaving South Korea, and a huge majority of people leaving South Korea for China, this is the thumbnail and I'll link it in the description below. Do check that out if that's something you're interested in, and I do hope you enjoyed this very brief video of my 2 cents about the minimum wage, and I hope anyone who was interested in coming to teach in South Korea finds this informative and will use this to their advantage, legally of course, and get paid for what they work for and what they truly deserve. Because honestly speaking, living expenses in South Korea is absolutely on a high stand, and it's a little bit difficult to even try and save up when you're in South Korea. And someone had asked me in my a subscriber had asked me to do a video about how much you can save in South Korea, and I've been reluctant in posting or making that video because it's a case-to-case type of situation for people, and it depends on how much you spend, what are your responsibilities back home. So I decided not to make that video because how much I save is not the same as the next person. We don't have the same life expectancies of us. We don't have the same caliber and how we want to enjoy life. So I will not be making that type of video, unfortunately, because it all is a base-to-base, case-to-case type of situation. And without further ado, loves, I hope you did enjoy my video, and before I sign off, please do like, comment and subscribe, and share this video with someone you might know who works at a hagwon or is looking to teach at a hagwon, so that they know that they have legal stand in asking, rather negotiating, for higher pay, because the government did officially raise the minimum wage. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you next week. Bye, loves.